which is a preacher for Jews. Jesus said, this is instruction to Jesus, to his disciples. He said, do not go by way of the Gentiles, non-Jews. Don't go by way of them. Go into the house of Israel to go into lost sheep and teach them to get them back. He said, I didn't come to bring, I came to fulfill the law of Moses. Now let me talk to you guys, any of you pastors, imams, and preachers who let this racism get involved in these religions. Moses was black. So if you got a problem with racism, you got a problem with Moses. Moses is mentioned more times in the Quran than anybody. God only spoke to Moses. He never spoke to anybody else. And then you people say, well, God told me, but that was Satan probably was talking to you. That wasn't God. That wasn't God at all. He went to the mountaintop. God told him, take off your shoes. This is holy ground here. He said, but this is what I got for you to do. I'll give you the laws. Now, it's one thing about the laws that he was given, which is the 10 Commandments. It didn't say 10 instructions. It said 10 commandments. See, there's a lot of power when you come with a commandment. Like you can tell your children, oh, go pick up your toys and put them in your room. When you command, say, pick up your toys and put them in the room. That's power. That's right. The number one commandment that God gave Moses, I am the Lord thy God, don't have nobody before me. That's a commandment. Your mama, your brother, your sister, Jesus, Muhammad, or you. That's the number one commandment. Let's go to Abraham, because they call Abraham the father of religions, and also God's friend. Now what a title that is. Man, you know how heavy a title that is, to have the Almighty, the Creator, to be your friend? That he said, I'm your friend? The trials and the tests that Abraham did, God said, sacrifice your son, cut his head off. And he was dead, getting ready to do it. I don't know how many people that could do that. But Abraham's total job was to submit his will to God. That was Abraham's mission. And that was Abraham's children's mission. Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob. Total submission to God. And that's it. Where did all this other stuff come in here? All these divisions. I don't like Christianity. Christianity don't like Judaism. Judaism don't like Islam. Where'd that come from? Who gets in there into the fiber of righteousness when it's told about the submission to one God? Who gets in there? Well, Satan is the master deceiver. But guess what? He has a lot of helpers. And all this stuff is from white supremacy. Basically, when you start changing the color of people's face, you telling me, well, why you always talking about black and white? Well, why is it so important to make them black people white? You know, if it wasn't a big deal, then don't do it.
Good question.
And that's something that we see and we raised up on. But you punctified preachers and imams and rabbis, y'all sit there and just cower, spineless. And listen, I don't care. I hope this go on YouTube, and I don't care who says something about it. Bring me before them. I'll say this too. Not only are we fighting against each other, which needs to stop. We're gonna go back and forth to Christians. I don't want to hear him. And go to the mosque. How many Christians has gone to the mosque? How many Muslims have gone to the churches? How many Jews have gone into the churches? How many? They don't want to have nothing to do with it. And they even have division in the own religion.
That's right.
You got in Judaism, the Zionists are fighting the Jews.
That's right.
You got Baptists, Church of God in Christ, Protestants, Episcopalians fighting against each other.
That's right.
You got Sunni and Shia killing each other.
That's right. Talk about it.
Brothers and sisters, this is not hard to do because they're total submission to God. Let me say this. It comes down to the pastors and the teachers. Let me say this here. I'm going to give everybody an analogy. We all know Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan came on the scene. He was a fantastic basketball player. In fact, couldn't nobody stop him. He was unstoppable and unguardable. Out of all those accolades, the Bulls were losers. They was getting beat to death. But the winners were Magic Johnson and the Los Angeles Lakers and Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics. Why? Because Magic Johnson and Larry Bird made their teammates better. They had an effect on their teammates. Michael was going solo act, and the Bulls wasn't doing anything. They were just losers. And Michael sitting back looking at Magic Johnson and Larry Bird hoisting championship trophies. He said, I got to get one of those. So the Bulls played Utah Jazz in the championship. Bulls is down by 1 point. It's like 5 seconds left to play at the United Center. Phil Jackson calls timeout. The Bulls come to the side. They got to come up with some kind of play so they can try to tie the game up, give themselves a chance. If not, they got to play the final game in Utah, which they got a good chance of losing. So they're sitting there in the huddle talking. Michael looks down the side of the bench and he sees Steve Kerr. And he told Steve Kerr, he said, listen, they're going to give me the ball. And when I get the ball, 2 of the guys are going to double team me. He said, when they double team me, I'm going to pass the ball to you, Steve, so you be ready. Steve Kerr said, I'll be ready. So the Bulls go back on the court. Of course, they're going to throw the ball. Everybody knows who the ball will come to. It's going to go to Michael Jordan. He gets the ball. 2 people come double team him. He passes to Steve Kerr. Time is winding down. Steve Kerr goes to the free throw line, shoot it. It goes in slow motion, goes to the hoop. Chicago goes crazy. Bulls win the championship. Because Michael Jordan made his teammates better. Pastor, do you make your members better? Imams, do you make your members better? Rabbis, do you make your members better? They're out here killing each other in the street. They're shooting and killing each other left and right. Well, you're too scared, you're too cowardly. There's black men and women getting body slammed, getting killed before your eyes. I don't hear a rabbi say nothing. I don't hear a pastor say nothing. Pastors are paid off because of the faith-based initiative program where they get some money for the building fund or for the pastor's new platform shoes. That's what I'm calling it. He got platform shoes on. That's how dated he is. Because he got that I'm going to get you sucker shoes. That's what he got. For a chicken wing and a cigar, he sells his people out. They've always been coming at the black man and say, go out there and keep them niggas out there quiet. And we'll give you a little piece of something off the table. And it's still going on right now.
That's right.
You think I'm lying? During the time for election, guess where they be at? They come all in the churches, still all in the pulpits, and tell you what you ain't gonna never get. And the pastor's there clapping, say, okay, what we gonna do? Give them a couple of turkeys for Thanksgiving, and that keep it quiet, and move on about their business. This dude, what's his name, Corey Brooks, was up on top of the roof because he wanted to get close down some motel because he said it was an eyesore in his community. So the Reverend Corey Brooks was up there on a doggone rooftop, stayed up there for about, I don't know, about a couple of months to raise money to get the, motel tore down. Well, he got that accomplished. He got a lot of money. Tyler Perry gave him a donation of $900,000. And Corey Brooks had this big poster of this social center that he's going to build for the children in the neighborhood. I said, well, that's a good thing because it's kind of tough over there, over on 65th and 64th and King Drive, all along there around the Parkway Gardens. It's kind of tough over there. I happened to go by there last week. Ain't nothing been built there since. It's a vacant lot, and they had some raggedy basketball rims thrown up there, and the children are out there playing. And the people don't hold these people accountable. When you go to other communities and there's a problem, the business people come out and represent that community. They come in the black community, they got these reverends come out and represent the community. It ain't gonna mean no worth of beans. It hasn't been. Brothers and sisters, this really has me bent out of shape, really. I'm gonna lighten this up a little bit, because, you know, I'm getting kind of worked up, and, you know, sometimes the spirit of Malcolm gets to somebody, and, you know, it makes that everything, by any means necessary, come to light. Anyway, but tell y'all something. It was this guy, he was a burglar. And he was peeping out this house, looked like a beautiful mansion. And the people in that mansion, they went out for the evening. So the burglar said, you know what, this is a prime time for me to go in and make this thing. So the burglar goes into the people's house. It's dark in there. But he got his bag, so he can put all his stuff in there. And when he walks in there, a voice out the darkness say, Jesus is watching you. The burglar stops, looks around. Forget, he keeps on putting more items in his bag. The word comes out again. Jesus is watching you. The burglar stops, looks around. Forget, I gotta get the rest of this stuff and get out of here. So he's putting all the more items in there, and the word comes out again. Jesus is watching you. So the burglar takes his flashlight out, he's fanning around, and he sees a parrot sitting on a perch. And the burglar say, was that you that said that? And the parrot said, yes. And the burglar say, what's your name? And the parrot say, Moses. And the burglar say, what kind of people name a bird Moses? He say, the same type of people that named a Rottweiler Jesus. Okay. In closing, there was a Jew, Christian, and a Muslim standing by the riverbank. It was a man in a river drowning. So the Jew, he gonna throw his rope out there to save the man. Rope too short. So the Christian gets up there with his rope. He throws his rope out there. Rope is too short. So the Muslim gets up and throws his rope out there. Rope is too short. Now, two things can happen. Either they can stand on the riverbank and argue whose rope is better, or they can get together and tie the ropes together and save the man from drowning. This is what we need to do, these hang-ups with each other. Because let me say this, the black man and woman, they've been on this earth not millions of years, not billions of years, trillions of years. What religion were they? They got along fine. Because your submission to the Almighty God, that's what religion is. Just total submission to the one God. Moses said it, Jesus said it, and Muhammad said it. Y'all go in these synagogues and talk Moses and Abraham all day long. Y'all go in these churches and talk Jesus all day long. And y'all go in these mosques and talk Muhammad all day long. And if God ever asks them the question, did you tell these people to honor me? They're going to say, no, I ain't say none of that. So hold these people accountable. Hold these rabbis and pastors and imams accountable for this nonsense. If not, you're going to still have killing in the street. Constantly. Look at the turmoil. There's killing here and all over the place. And don't let me start. Black man and woman, we are killing each other. And people will come and kill us. There are examples every day that there are white cops and white police killing you. Take 3 white cops, police, body slam on a black woman. She's an educator. She's not no thief or nothing. You don't treat a woman like that anyway.
That's right.
The woman Sandra Bland, the police said, I'm gonna light you up.
That's right.
And we do nothing. You leaders, you pastors, do nothing.
That's right.
Even the church that they belong to, you do nothing. You have a picket sign. If I see another picket sign, boy, man, that's all you do. Don't you see they doing it before your eyes? They're killing you in these streets. Oh, well, you know, with the police, they got a hard job to do. It ain't that damn hard. Listen, I'm going to show you, pastors, how weak and spineless you are. You teaching people on how to be meek and soft as a lamb. Who teaches that doctrine? Your enemy teaches you that doctrine because he wants you to be passive. Right. I'm going to say one thing. The reason why you hear Islam all the time, and the Muslims, and the terrorists, and all that kind of stuff in the news today, because one thing that they do know, the powers that be know, that it says in the Quran, you fight with those who fight with you, because you know you'll get a fight. You know that. Here's a white boy can come in a church, and the people are having Bible study, the elders are having Bible study, and the white boy comes in a church and sits among them for 2 hours in the church doing Bible study, and gets up and kills all of them. Kill them all. And the police come knowing that there's a murder, there's a massacre, and they come in and that boy goes, handcuffed behind his back, stop in a McDonald's. Well, McDonald's probably killed him too with that food they have. But anyway, and take him on away. And what do these victims' families say? Oh, well, we forgive him. We gonna pray for him. What?
Sick.
You see how crazy this is? And y'all okay with it? Do you know how sleep and somber you are? You know what you do when you feed a pig slop and he eats it up, he lays down and he goes to sleep. Black man and woman, they've been feeding us slop for a long time and we still sleeping.
That's right.
I hope that this lecture, which was a great topic, will wake us all up. Thank you, and may Allah greet you with the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Mr. Moderator, our distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, our friends and our enemies. Everybody is here. As many of you know, last March, when it was announced that I was no longer in the Black Muslim movement, it was pointed out that it was my intention to work among the 22 million non-Muslim Afro-Americans and to try and form some type of organization or create a situation where the young people, our young people, the students and others, could study the problems of our people for a period of time and then come up with a new analysis and give us some new ideas and some new suggestions as to how to approach a problem that too many other people had been playing around with for too long. And that we would have some kind of meeting and determine at a later date whether to form a black nationalist party or a black nationalist army. There have been many of our people across the country from all walks of life who have taken it upon themselves to try and pool their ideas and to come up with some kind of solution to the problem.